Hello and welcome or welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to be doing a bookshelf scavenger hunt followed by a little reading vlog. I am so highly anticipating this video. I'm really excited to film it. I've recently seen Ellen Catherine do these videos and I'm pretty sure she took inspiration from Riley Marie. I love those videos so much and I'm really excited to do one of my own. So how these videos work is I have a list of 10 prompts and these prompts are basically going to take me all over my bookshelves and we're going to choose a book one after another based on the prompt, and the final book that we choose is going to be the book that I read in this video. I have no idea what it's going to be, but I'm really excited to find out. If that doesn't kind of really make sense to you at the moment, don't worry, you will get the gist of it as we go through. And yeah, let's get into it. So the first prompt is to pick a book you gave 5 stars, then find another book you would recommend to people who liked that book. A book that I gave 5 stars. Well, I gave Juniper Hill 5 stars. We could do that. Oh, I think I might have a good recommendation for that one. You know what? I think we're going to start off with a very beloved book and I'm going to bring out Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. This one I'm sure you are no stranger to. I love this book, but if you loved this book, I would recommend Weak Side by S.J. Silvers. It is a college hockey romance and I think the dynamic between Theo and Claire is quite similar to Nathan and Stars. Theo, he is like a playboy on the outside, but on the inside he is such a little sweetie, and some of my favorite scenes in this book are just the two of them like cuddling and talking. It's literally adorable. It does differ a little bit from Icebreaker in the fact that it is actually a fake dating romance and they're also roommates, so a little bit different, but I did still really enjoy this book, and I think if you liked Icebreaker you'd probably like Weak Side too. So now I'm going to read the second prompt and we're going to base it off Weak Side. So it says count the number of letters in the title, then pick a random spot on your bookshelf and count to that number book. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So we very obviously have 8 letters in this title, so I'm going to choose a random spot and we're going to count to the 8th book. What am I going to choose? Maybe I'll just close my eyes and like point, spin around a little bit so I get disorientated. Okay, we're going to go up here. Okay, I'm just gonna start from out on a limb to make this easy so I don't have to include that stack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. Fun fact, this is actually the first book that kind of got me back into reading. I don't love it now looking back on it, but I can appreciate this book for what it was. So now from this book we're gonna do our third prompt. It says look at what is on the cover and find another book with those elements in the cover. So we kind of only have one element and that is water. It looks like an ocean, so I suppose we have to find some like water, rain, ocean element in another book. So immediately I'm drawn to one of my new books. This is Southern Storms by Brittany Cherry. There is like the whole water, ocean kind of aspect to it. Could we find something better though? I don't know that I have really many books with rain on the cover. Rain, oceans. Or we could like do it a little bit differently. This one has a lake on it. That kind of fits the vibes. Okay, so I think my 2 options are probably going to be Southern Storms and One Touch for this prompt. Simply because Ugly Love has like this bubble thing going on, I think I'm going to choose Southern Storms. So I'm not actually sure if I'm supposed to have read all of the books that I like use the prompts on, but I've not read Southern Storms yet. Very excited to get to it. But evidently it has some very similar themes going on its cover. So this one is a childhood friends. They met at a summer camp, then they split up for whatever reason and they come back together in a small town. He has changed a lot. He used to be a golden retriever and now he's a bit of a like dark, mysterious black sheep of the town. Very excited to get to it. But with this one, we're going to do our 4th prompt. So the 4th prompt says reverse the page number of your book and find another book with the page count closest to that number. So I'm going to very strategically look at the last page. I don't want any spoilers. Oh my god, this is a short book. What the hell? So the page number is 294. We're going to be looking for a book with 492 pages or thereabouts. I think I'm going to try and stick to books that I've read to make this a little bit easier so I can actually give you some recommendations. Immediately I'm looking at A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime. We have 533 pages. Could be a contender, but I can probably get closer. What if we go for By a Thread by Lucy Score? Oh, this one's way too long. This is apparently harder than I was expecting. I think 6 of Crows will probably be too long. Oh, this might be it, you guys. Okay, we found our book. 6 of Crows is 491 pages long, so we were literally 1 page off. I'm not the biggest YA or fantasy reader, but 6 of Crows absolutely blew me away. I love this book so much. It has all of the like heist elements and a lot of found family, which I absolutely love in my books. So this one, oh, it's It's so good. It's definitely a 5-star. So sorry if you can hear the rain too, by the way. It has been so overcast and just rainy for the past week. Oh my god, okay. So the next prompt is to list some of the tropes in your book and find another book that shares one of these tropes. So this one is a fantasy. It's also got a heist. It's found family, as I said. What other tropes are in it without spoiling it? You know what? I think I'm going to take the heist trope and run with it because I am thinking of a book. So the book that I'm thinking of, I just grabbed it off my dark romance shelves down there, is Savage Lover by Sophie Luck. I think this is potentially the only other book that I've read which involves a heist. If my memory serves me correctly, I'm fairly certain they break into a bank and steal a diamond. So that's a heist in my eyes. So this one is actually a mafia romance, total opposite to Six of Crows, but I really enjoyed it. I actually did also rate this one 5 stars, so we seem to be finding a lot of my 5-star rates in this video, which is fun. So next prompt. Using Savage Lover, we have to find a book that has the same color combination to this one. So we're going black, white, and purple. Just wait for it a little bit similar. I feel like wait for it's a little bit too pink. We could probably do better, but I will keep it out. Sable, that's like almost the same purple too. I'll keep looking. We could be able to do better. Okay, I lied. Apparently Sable Peak is probably going to be the closest. I think Wait For It is a little bit too pink, so we're going to go for Sable Peak. Sable Peak is the last book in Devney Perry's The Eden series, and I absolutely adored it. Again, gave it 5 stars. Don't know why all of these books that are coming up I've rated 5 stars, but I really, really enjoyed this one. It was like the perfect wrap up, perfect finale. Again, had a lot of found family and just like very sweet, wholesome, tender moments. Mateo is a pilot, so he actually teaches our heroine how to fly, and she is on her own little secret mission that I'm not going to spoil for you. So our next prompt using Sable Peak is to read the first sentence, pick any word in that sentence, and find a book with that word in the title or pictured on the cover. But our first sentence is I was surrounded by Edens. Is by in a title? I hope I'm not looking at something so obvious. I'm gonna move on to the next sentence. We're just gonna keep going to the next sentence and the next sentence until I find a word. So the next sentence is, can I get you something to drink, Vera? I'm reading a little bit further and none of these words are words that you would find in book titles. I feel like the is a little bit of a cop-out though. Do I have anything with water? Oh, it can be pictured. I forgot it can be pictured. I think water is going to be our best bet. Again, with the water, it feels very fitting because there's literally pouring outside. Mile High has a little bit of water down the bottom here. All right, well, I'm pretty sure Mile High by Liz Tomford is the only other book that I've read that has water pictured just along the bottom here. I obviously don't want to go back to Ugly Love and do a repeat, so we're just gonna scam it a little bit and say that this is water because it is. It is water. Our next prompt is to turn to the acknowledgements, and of the names listed, find a book written by an author with the same name. So over to the acknowledgements we go. Acknowledgements. We have Camille, Allison, Erica, Becca. I think Becca may be Becca Mac. Of the names listed, Becca is the only one that I know I have on my shelves. For this prompt, I'm gonna choose Consider Me by Becca Mac. This is another hockey romance. I'll be surprised. No. But yeah, it was okay. I think I gave it like a 3.5 star or something. It's professional hockey. It was fine. So our next prompt is to look at the cover and find a book that has a similar looking cover. We have a few trees, I suppose. It's very obviously white and blue. That's about it. We have Whispers of You by Catherine Cowles. That's actually pretty similar, right? There's trees, it's like white and blue. I feel like that was a fantastic choice. So we're gonna choose Whispers of You by Catherine Cowles. This one is a second chance romance. It's set in a small town. It's also romantic suspense. Again, this one was pretty good. I didn't mind it. There was just a few things in it that I found maybe a little bit triggering, but it's fine. This one, the cover is honestly quite beautiful. I do really like this cover. Our next prompt and our final prompt is to add your birthday month and day together. Turn to that page number in your book, pick any word on the page and find a book with that word in the title, and that book will be my final book. I was born in March, so we have the 3rd month, and then my day is the 19th, so 19 plus 3 is 22. So we're gonna turn to page 22. Okay, not gonna lie, not looking that promising so far. We have Silent. It's more of like a horror, like mystery word than romance. Lost. I am lost right now, that's for sure. Okay, I don't think I have anything with the word lost in it, so we're gonna keep going. Oh my god, we just had Brutal and we had Mercy. I've read Brutal Prince and I don't have the Mercy paperback by Sarah Kate. Oh my god, that is devastating. You guys, this is not going how I thought it would. I really thought Catherine Cowles would have more like beautiful, big poetic words, but It's not happening. Okay, so I've been sat with this book for probably like 10 minutes trying to scour my bookshelves and scan my brain. We can either go the cop-out route and just do the, or on page 23, it's not on page 22, the word right is used. So I can either break the rules and read The Right Move by Liz Tomford, or I can use the word the and read basically anything on my shelf. To be perfectly honest, I don't particularly want to read The Right Move, but I'm also like, the feels like such a cop-out. I don't know what to do. Okay, you know what? Let's have a look at my May TBR, and if there's any books on there with the word the, I might choose one of them. So we have Broken Whispers, Ice Bet, Dust Storm, The Fake Out, Binding 13, Wild Love, Say You Swear, and The Legacy. This feels like such a cop-out. Oh my god, but there's literally genuinely no other word on this page that I can use. So I think we're gonna have to go with the word the. I'm so sorry, that's so anticlimactic. Are we gonna do it? I'm like, do I choose a different book that looks like Consider Me and try our luck again? You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Don't get mad at me. Don't do it. I'm gonna go with the word the, and I'm gonna read The Fake Out by Stephanie Archer. This feels so silly. I really wish I could have found a better word. You know what? I'm gonna own it though, and we're gonna read The Fake Out by Stephanie Archer. This one's on my TBR for the month. I really want to get to it. I just recently got the paperback in my last video, so we're gonna do it. I have a feeling I'm gonna love this book, and it's a popular one too, so maybe you'll be interested in my thoughts and whether or not you should read it. So we're gonna do it. It is a hockey romance and she is the team's physiotherapist. I'm a sucker for that trope. I loved it in Quarterback Sneak and I loved it in The Canary Cowards. Oh my god, and her ex joins the team. You know I'm gonna love this book. You know, this is probably gonna be a 5-star. Look, we're gonna vlog it. Hopefully I'll love it. Really sorry the word ended up being the. If I do this video again, we're gonna find something more exciting. But for right now, I'm gonna go start The Fake Out by Stephanie Archer. Hello, welcome to my first update on The Fake Out by Stephanie Archer. Don't know what my hair's doing. We're trying to be curly today, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. But can confirm The Fake Out by Stephanie Archer is professional hockey. It's a professional hockey fake dating romance. So it follows Hazel, who is the team's physiotherapist, and Rory, who is like the star player with the best stats in the league. Now, Rory is actually only on a 1-year contract with the Vancouver Storm, which I didn't really think that was a thing, especially for like established players, but apparently it potentially could be. I don't know, I haven't done my research. But yeah, so he's on a 1-year contract, so he is really feeling the pressure to get his contract renewed, not only from his coach, who has decided that Rory would make a fantastic captain, but also from his dad, who is this like superstar hockey legend. So while Rory is under all of this pressure, he's also kind of lost the wind in his sails. He's lost his, I guess, passion for hockey. He's not really enjoying the game as much. So the, I guess, like initiating factor, I don't know, the like complicating moment that gets the whole story started is the fact that Hazel's ex-boyfriend, who is also a hockey player, has been contracted to the team for a short contract. I think it's again only like a 1 year, and he also is falling under Hazel's physio care. Now this guy, he's a real asshole. Okay, he's not very nice. He cheated on Hazel. Basically their entire relationship, took everything for granted, and Rory and Hazel, they go way back. They have a lot of history. They went to high school together. She tutored him, so they have history. Okay, so Rory kind of sees this like interaction between Hazel and her ex, and he's like, you're real uncomfortable, bestie, what can I do? And so he has the bright idea, I think it was him, that they fake date to make her ex jealous and sort of like kick him to the curb, like give him a bit of his own medicine, but also to help Rory clean up his image to kind of secure the captaincy. Currently I'm 40% in. I've written myself notes as per usual because cannot form a coherent thought. I've been reading it on my Kindle. I'm like so scared that it's gotten traditionally published, so I'm scared it's gonna leave my Kindle, so I've been in airplane mode for like the past week. But yeah, there's no denying I love Rory and Hazel. I really enjoy their characters and their banter. However, I would have liked, I guess, a bit more build up to their relationship, a little bit more tension, a little bit more slow burn, because within the first few chapters the fake relationship is organized, decided on, and like commenced. So it's like, I understand you guys have history from high school and working together, but it's like I haven't seen that history. So I just would have liked, I would have preferred if there was a tiny bit more build up, but it's fine. I'm not really that mad about it because I do really like the characters. I swear the two of them tried to resist feelings for each other for like maybe 20 pages. Like emotionally, mentally, they're still sort of resisting, but physically, like, come on, you guys. You could have held out a little bit longer, but it's fine. I'm not mad. They're actually really cute. So Okay, coming to a little bit of a more serious plot point, I suppose, but I'm really liking that there is a bit of discussion around eating disorders and body image in this book. Personally, I don't think I'm qualified or educated enough to comment on whether or not it's done well, but in my opinion, I'm appreciating that there's representation, especially because it's in Rory and Hazel's mum. They're not brother and sister. I just realized how that sounded. Rory has a little bit of like, I guess, body image issues stemming from his dad being like a real hard ass, and then Hazel's mum has, again, some body image issues. But yeah, I can appreciate the representation, and I'm also, I guess, liking that Hazel is sort of grappling with how to best help them. Like, she doesn't want to see them putting themselves down, and it's like, I love you guys. I don't want like you to think so negatively of yourself, because in my eyes you're perfect. And it's really kind of, I guess, hurting her to see her mum reflected in Rory as well. But like, I don't know, it's just a very interesting thing to read about. Again, don't know if it's done well, but from my perspective, I think it's done okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go keep reading because this video needs to go up tomorrow. So, and I have a very busy day with uni, so we'll see how we go. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I know I just like tore it to pieces and just commented on everything that I wanted like improved, but I genuinely am really liking their characters and the banter. Like, the banter is top notch. Every time they have a little awkward moment where they think, oh, maybe this relationship's getting real, one of them steers it back on track and is like, makes a funny comment about the other person, and it just like eases the tension. I'm also enjoying it's not really found family, but just the friendship group. I think that's really fun. I always am gonna be a sucker for like a team sort of friendship group and like found family aspect. I think it's so fun. The writing is so easy. I'm loving it. It's going really fast. I'm just very much enjoying this book. It's very much like sweet, wholesome. It's sort of giving icebreaker vibes because Rory is such a big golden retriever. He's such a sweetheart, but he's also like kind of hot. So really enjoying it. Really, really enjoying it. And I'm gonna go keep reading. I do indeed have something against overhead light. So you and we're gonna be a little bit moody for this final update. So I finished The Fake Out by Stephanie Archer. She's done and dusted. Tea, name drop. Let me just eat my words real quick about their relationship being too fast and there not being enough build up and tension. Maybe the story could have benefited from a little bit more drama, a little bit more angst, because the whole thing was very happy-go-lucky, very low angst, but overall I'm satisfied, I'm content, I'm happy, and I love Rory and Hazel. If there is one thing about me, it is that I love a cocky, arrogant hockey captain who has enough range to be funny and sweet to his girlfriend and his friends. And Rory is that man. He's giving Nathan Hawkins, he's giving Garrett Graham, and I'm obsessed with it. So I am gonna settle on a 4-star for this book. Obviously it's not a 5 because there's certain things that I maybe would have changed. However, I overall am very, very content with it. Sure, there might be a few little like cringy phrases, a few interesting word choices in the book, but overall they're very easily overlooked. They didn't interrupt my experience with this book whatsoever. They didn't take me out at all. I'm very happy with this book. There was also quite a bit more spice than I was expecting, which listen, you know me, I'm never gonna complain about that, okay? However, I wasn't expecting as much as there was. I think there was probably maybe like 5 or 6 detailed scenes in the book, which this thing is like, okay, it's 400 pages long. I was gonna say like 350. For a 400-page book, I feel like that is 5 to 6 detailed scenes is probably quite a bit, but not complaining. Overall, the spicy scenes were written like fairly well. It didn't ick me out at all, which is the main thing. Kind of my main takeaway from this book is that I am really looking forward to reading Behind the Net. I know I said that maybe I hadn't heard particularly good things, but after having such a good experience with this book, I am definitely interested in going back and reading Behind the Net and potentially reading the rest of Stephanie Archer's backlist. I know she has another Small Town series that follows 4 brothers or something, and one of them's a surfer. That's all I know, but I'm excited to potentially go back and check them out. And yeah, so with that, we have come to the end of this video. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. It is a little bit late because it's currently Sunday. I've been working all weekend. have not had time to finish this video. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know. I would love to do another couple of these videos. I think they're so fun. Great way to get the TBR down as well. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because I would love to have you here. My Instagram and my Goodreads are always linked below if you want to check them out. And yeah, I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye!